voted in favor of it. Of course, I voted for the bill the day prior to the famous 9 Democrats and me vote. That particular bill was one that I resonated with because it closely resembled my platform during the campaign, and I felt like I should support that bill, and I did for that reason. And then yesterday, I also supported the bill that was sent over to the Senate by the House. I felt like it was a strong bill, although it does not get the state back to a fiscal structural balance of the budget. It does stop the hemorrhaging, and that was important to me. And but it was a close vote. It was a bipartisan vote. We had of the candidates that were elected in August, in the August primary, all 8 voted in favor of the bill, and also 8 Democrats voted for the bill. So it became a bipartisan effort as well. And so I'm hopeful now that the government will choose just to do nothing during the next 10 days, and the bill would become law. We'll have to see how that
basis this year was looking at returning tax on the business side only due to the change that we saw. Again, last year we now have 393,000 businesses, and there is some growth in business that has occurred, but the growth in entities has been fairly great. The Tax Foundation consistently told us that the growth in the number claiming a business was greater than the growth in business, such that it becomes an opportunity to avoid tax than only an opportunity to promote growth. That was fairly widely agreed to across at least the House and I think the Senate this year. The question is what needed to go with it for 2 reasons. One, to get the balance people wanted to achieve, and secondly, to find something that could actually pass. That second part was a little harder. Number hearings, a lot of hard work on the committee. What we passed, many of you I'm sure have read about it, but it does return tax to business. It does increase rates across the board from 4.6 to 5.25. And then a third rate was added in an amendment in committee to add another bracket starting at $100,000 at 5.45. The rates are set 1% below what the rates were in 2012. So they were 6.25 and 6.45. The bracket was extended a little higher for the upper bracket, but the thought being returning some fraction of that tax cut that was made, but not the full amount. Of course, there's also an increase in sales tax in the interim, so there's a different tax increase that has been there, but returning less than half of the cut that was made in the tax rate. One deduction we added back, and only one, was the medical expense. There are many deductions, and most of us would like to go back to just matching federal. And our consensus on that, well, probably wasn't a consensus. The general agreement on that is that it's the right policy, but not the right time.